So this is going to be my October favorites video, and it's been a while since I've done a favorites, so I did want to mention that I do have one product in here that's a love and a hate, so, well, it's not a hate, I just have some issues with it, but I've kind of figured out a way to use it. So anyway, starting off with the first item, it's actually what I have on my lips right now. It's one of these Bare Minerals Gen Nudes matte liquid lipsticks, and these aren't the kind of liquid lipstick that dries down and gets really crackly and flaky and stuff. These are like a moussey whipped formula. They're really nice, and they definitely feel kind of pillowy on the lips going on, and then they'll kind of dry down a bit. They don't fully dry down. There is some transfer. I've had this on for about an hour, hour and a half. There is a swatch on the back of my hand. I just did the swatch, so you can see it kind of has a little bit of a sheen to it yet. It hasn't fully dried down, but if I kiss, like you can see there's a little bit of transfer, but it's not bad. These are actually extremely comfortable, and initially I picked up two shades, and initially the lighter one was my favorite, but I think this one is slowly growing on me. This is just barely darker than my lip shade, and the lightest one is about the exact shade as my normal lip shade without any lipstick on. So I think this one is slowly creeping in as my favorite. And then I have it's a body butter here. This is from Bath & Body Works. I just showed a couple of these products in my most recent haul video. I'll link that down in the description box in case you missed that, but this is the Bath & Body Works Ultra Shea Body Butter in the fragrance Japanese Cherry Blossom. This is so good. I wish that I would have smelled this fragrance, or this scent line, earlier, because it is really yummy. I think this is the perfect fall and winter scent. You can see there I've already dug into it a little bit, but it is so luxurious. It's very velvety and a thick formula, but it feels really silky on the skin once you get it worked into the skin, and I don't really feel like this one leaves me at all greasy. Sometimes I really like the Body Shop body butters, but occasionally, depending on what formula of the body butter I'm using, they'll leave my skin slightly greasy. These ones don't. I really like these. I've never tried one of their body butters before, but so far, my first impressions on it is it's really nice. Back over to another makeup product. This is the Paint Pot from MAC in the shade Painterly, and I just barely got this in the summer. It was right when we moved, I think in June. Anyway, I've been using this almost every day. I would say 4 or 5 times out of the week. I have a nice dip going in there, but there's quite a bit of product. I think there's 1 extra gram in these paint pots than there are in the Maybelline Color Tattoos, so that is just a point of reference for you. But this is such a pretty shade, and it has this really nice kind of pink undertone to it. It reminds me of the MAC lipstick in, what is that MAC lipstick? It's not Myth, it's the Flesh Pot, that's what it is. So there is a swatch of Painterly on my skin. It does have enough pigmentation to it to fully block out any veining or discoloration on my eyelids, so I've really been enjoying it. I can put like a deeper colored base throughout the crease area, and then I can just go back in with this shade and put it all over the lid, and it looks really nice, and it holds eyeshadow on all day. Really happy that I've tried this. I've only had one other paint pot before. It was in the shade Nubile, which is similar to this, but this is a little bit more pale. This is about the normal filming time that I usually film at, but it is so gloomy outside, and it's been raining on and off, and there's just dark clouds that have rolled in. So hopefully I can get this filmed and the other video that I need to film today before all the light goes away. But I had just finished off my hair mask that I love, and I didn't want to go and shell out another, $25 to $30 for a hair mask right away. So I went over to the drugstore and I saw that there was a 50-cent coupon on these. I was actually going in for the Aussie 3-Minute Miracle, and I saw this one. I was kind of intrigued, and since there was a coupon, I thought I'd try it out. I ended up getting this for $2.50. This is the Suave Professionals Moisture Mask. This is their almond and shea butter mask, and this one is salon proven to moisturize, as well as the Aveda Dry Remedy. So this guy is not too bad, and I will most certainly purchase this one again in the future. I mean, it's $2.97 or something at Walmart. Really, really nice mask. It's not as thick as the macadamia mask that I prefer, but it actually does a pretty decent job on my hair. I mean, I'm already halfway through this one, and I'll probably pick up another one of these in the next, I would say 2 weeks, so that is what it looks like there. It does have a very light scent. I can't quite put my finger on what this scent is, but it's, I guess I could pick up like that almond scent just faintly. Usually Suave has coupons in the red plum, so I would say if you have a coupon or if you're just in the market for a new hair mask or deep conditioner, check this one out next time you're in the market for one. I'll pop back over to some makeup. I talked about this one in my haul video as well, but this stuff is just fantastic. The way that this sits on dry skin is shocking. This one wears really well the entire time that I have it on, and it's been a really long time since I've had a foundation that I enjoy the foundation and how it looks the entire time that I wear it. So this one is really nice, and especially for dry skin. Go and get a sample if you're having trouble with the way that your foundation's sitting on your skin. This is the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Water Foundation, and this does have an SPF of 15, which, you know, it's not a lot, but a little bit is better than none. I got the shade Fair Neutral, and I'm just really pleased with this. The last foundation that I had that I enjoyed this much was the Clinique Super Balance, and I still have that one. It's just in more of like a summer shade because their foundations aren't nearly as light as the one from Tarte. So anyway, there was that. This is one of the Chanel Rouge Coco Shine lipsticks. This one's in number 93 in Time. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly at all or not, but you know, it's one of these skinnier Chanel lipsticks, and that's what it looks like there. It's this really pale, kind of mauvey pink color, and it does have a really nice shine to it. That is it there. It's kind of in the same color family as this lipstick from Bare Minerals, but this one just kind of pulls that natural color, that natural pigmentation that your lips have, and kind of enhances it a little bit. So something else that I have gone back to recently is the MAC Black Track Fluid Line. I've been having issues getting my winged liner really even on the top. Even today I had crazy issues with it, but I went back to this and started using one of those angled eyeliner brushes, the one from e.l.f. specifically, and it's been helping a little bit. I can definitely take my time with this one. It's a little bit more foolproof than one of those liquid eyeliners with like the bendable brushes and stuff. So this one has been a saving grace lately. Just wanted to toss this in. This one's really black, and I can wear it in my waterline or on the upper lash line, and it wears all day for me. It doesn't flake or anything. This one dries matte, and it is a pretty deep black in my opinion. So it's that. Also, I have another hair product here. This is from Revlon. My mother got this for me. This is the Unique One all-in-one hair treatment. It has 10 benefits, and this one's in the coconut fragrance. This is really nice. This reminds me of the It's a 10. The scent on this one is a little bit sweeter, a little bit more of that coconut fragrance, and I don't know, I just feel like this really, like my hair was a little frizzy today, but I put a little on the ends and it definitely helped out my ends. They're looking a lot better than they did earlier. You should have seen them earlier, but I think this one is actually about either half the price or less than half of the It's a 10. So it really is a steal. You get a much larger bottle size, and I will most certainly use this entire thing up willingly, and I'll probably end up repurchasing this. I need to find out where she got it from, because she said she got him like a bundle of them from one of her hairdressers, so I'm gonna have to talk to her about that and maybe pick up a couple backups. Then I got this from Octoly, and I talked about this. I did a whole review on it. Again, if you're interested in By Terry makeup products, I will link that review down in the description box, but this is the Hyaluronic Hydra Powder, and it's just an extremely finely milled powder. This is the finest milled powder that I've ever used in my entire life. And like when you touch it, it just feels like silk on your fingertips. It's very fine. But I was having an issue because I was trying to use it all over my face and set my entire face with this product, or, you know, use it as a finishing powder all over my face. And it really didn't do the things that I've seen other people talk about. I heard that on the directions, you can either use a brush or your fingertip to apply this product underneath the eye area. So I was like, nah, I'll give it a shot. So I started just dabbing my finger into it. I would get about that much product on my finger and I would just dab it underneath my eye to set concealer and everything. Can I just tell you that that was life-changing? I've not found a brush that I feel like does the exact same thing that my fingertip does. I might see if I can try like the Beauty Blender with it, but I feel like I'm just picking up product off my face when I use the Beauty Blender. So I don't know. I still need to mess around with like my different brushes and everything. But the one thing that has been working for me the best is using this with my fingertips, and it's just the strangest thing ever. I haven't heard anybody else talk about that before, but I found that when I used it all over my face, not only did I not enjoy the way that it sat on my face the entire day, like a couple hours later, I could notice it kind of like breaking down, getting a little dry, like just not looking its best. I noticed after I did that video that when I used this to set all over my face, I was breaking out. So I stopped using this all over the face, and if I just use it under the eyes, I don't break out. So that's just how I've been using it, and this has 10 grams in here, so just using this for my under eyes alone, I'll probably have this powder for the next 3 years, but I'm okay with that because it does a really nice job. It doesn't do like that crepey, creasy thing unless I put too much underneath my eyes. But anyway, that was the By Terry Hyaluronic Hydra Powder, and I just wanted to give an update on this because in that initial video I didn't give it the highest review just because it just wasn't working on my skin. I have a very hard time with powders underneath the eye and having them set the right way, even if I switch up my brushes and everything. So anyway, that was that, and then I think this is the last product. So this is the Roto Ice Cooling Eye Drops. And these are kind of interesting. So when you use these, it feels like a cooling, minty, peppermint ice cube going into your eyeball. At first it almost feels like it's a little too painful to you know, enjoy it. But I feel like the more that you use these, it's almost like you get addicted to them. So this is really awesome. You know, if you use eye drops on the regular and you haven't tried this out yet, definitely try it out and see how you like it. Anyway, that was everything for my October favorites. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.